All right, welcome to week 6 SWATcast. We have a lot to get through today. I am joined by the usual suspect, my cousin Johnny. With us today are two very special guests. We're so appreciative that they decided and able to jump on with us. Rookies to the overall SWAT League, New Jersey natives, a duo on the season of Amazing Race that's currently airing on CBS and Paramount Plus. One of them a former two-time Big Brother contestant. Brothers Giacomo and Enzo, welcome to SWATcast.
Let's go. SWATcast.
Welcome, guys. You guys got a much better introduction than I get every week. So,
That was good legendary right there. That was it. He broke whole resume, everything.
I did. I try to make the guests feel welcome on the show. Johnny, he's just a regular. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Sure don't.
So hey, thank you very much for joining this award-winning, self-proclaimed podcast. So I'm assuming the answer is obviously yes, but have you guys watched like every single episode of SWATcast so far?
Yeah.
Right? Right? Nod your head yes, right?
Yeah.
Enzo doesn't even know what he's on right now. Like he doesn't even know what the SWAT pool is, I don't think, at this point. So
Yeah, I give my picks to Jackie, and I'm like, that's it. I shit the bed the last 2 weeks. I'm pretty much out of it. So whatever, it is what it
you're
is.
not
Like
you're
whatever,
not
fun
you're
now.
not ever out, you're not out of it. Like you go negative a little bit. I don't think there's ever been a winner that's won every single week.
Yeah.
So even if you go negative, like you got plenty of time to,
Yo,
to jump back up and get points.
-3 both times. So it's not like a big hit.
Terrible. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's doable. That you can make that up. You can definitely make that up. Definitely.
And there
Um,
was one year I went the whole way, didn't have a loser, and wasn't even in like the top 10. So it doesn't matter.
yeah.
easy. Holy shit.
Yeah, you guys. So what is so being SWAT rookies? What are your overall thoughts so far about the pool and through 6 weeks?
I'll go first, Enzo. I just like that fact that you're never out of it, like you just said. I mean, all these other survivor pools, you could be out by week 1, you could be out by
Yep.
4. This thing, no matter what, you're in it to the end. And look, I just had a negative 17 week, but hey, I could find someone next week that could win by 40 points. That's what could happen. So I do like all that, and I'm enjoying it so far.
Good.
Yeah, no, I like it too. Like I said, it's different. Like suicide pools, you pick the wrong team, whatever, you out. That's it done. At least this way. Like I said, I want to complete the whole season and just
Good.
how how I started, where I ended up, and who won it, how many points. I just want to see exactly how it ends, and I'll be like, all right, I get it now. You know what I mean? So, but I'm having fun doing it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Good. Yeah, no, I'm glad to hear that, and I love hearing the fact that you're not going to give up because you'll see if you look at the standings every week, the farther we get into the season, you're going to see a bunch of people just getting more and more negative because if you don't make a pick, as you know, you get the team that lost by the most. So
Yeah.
people just stop making picks because they just give up. But like, listen, I have never won this pool, but I continue to make the picks. It's called playing for pride, and
Yeah.
that's typically what I do every year. So. Hopefully that's what everybody else does if they feel like they're out of it. At least just make the picks. Like just have some fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Have you guys developed a strategy at all with SWAT with your picks, or are you just kind of like going along and trying to figure it out? Or and if you have, like whether or not you even want to spill your strategy to everybody.
What's yours, Jack?
For me, I just like this past week. I kind of got upset going with that Thursday night game. Going forward, I want to stay away from Thursday night games. Thursday night games are always tricky. It's starting to seem like
Yeah. Yeah.
that's going forward. Stay away from those Thursday night games. And then 2, my strategy mostly is just look to see what jumps at me, and if something jumps at me and I didn't use that team yet, go with it. But then you get stuck sometimes where you look like, man, the games that are jumping at me, I already used that team. I already used.
Yeah, we're getting to that point of the season,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Yep. It gets tougher. It gets
Look,
tougher.
as a rookie, I'll see as we go here. Now we'll see.
Yeah. 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 I mean, Giacomo, you were doing well. Like, I mean, you hadn't lost the game and you had some big pointers until obviously until my Giants took over that Thursday night game. But
And I was scared of that game. I was, but I just
yeah,
should have went with
yeah,
the. I should have went with the Rams. I just didn't know if Lamar Jackson was going to play or not.
yeah, yeah. Enzo, you got any strategy that you want
Yeah,
to reveal to anybody?
yeah. I don't like the televised games because I feel like it's the NFL, bro. Teams are gonna play. They know that they're on TV. They're gonna play hard. So I kind of like, I don't know. I stay away from that. I try to like, do the Sunday games and just, I don't know. I just try to see like, all right, what did they do last week? Plus, I got
Yeah.
like my fantasy team too, so I gotta like throw that in there too. Who I'm gonna root for on that and this and that. So, like I said, like I just stay away from the televised games, but it's the NFL. Like you like the 0-6 Jets are gonna get a win somewhere. You know what I mean? Someone's gonna, you know what I mean? Or maybe they don't get a win this year. I don't know.
You sure about that?
Who knows?
I'm a Jets fan myself too, man, and I don't know, man.
Who knows? You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought they were going to do it this past weekend. I mean, one of my picks last week was that for them to cover, which they did, but I thought they were going to win on the field, and I
Yeah,
don't know.
they're there. Like they're in a lot of those games
Yeah.
that a
If
mistake.
you guys live in Jersey and one of you guys could throw a pass 10 yards, you might as well go try out for the Jets.
Yeah, man. I guess they should throw up what was that? That guy Cook, right? Throw it in there now. Just see
I don't know what they're going to do, man.
just see what you got with him because
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I mean, they're playing hard though,
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what you could ask for.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And now the Jets aren't either one of your team, right? Like what are your teams again?
I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan.
Buffalo, got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a Titans / Giants, but if the Jets make the playoffs, I'll root for them. I'll root for the Jets. I'm
Okay.
like he's got like I'm a Mets fan, but if the
I'm with
Yankees,
you there.
I'm so used to the Yankees being in the playoffs, I'll root for the Yankees. Then you know what I mean? Because it's just whatever, man. It's I don't know why. I'm a Mets fan. Who knows what I'll ever see them win it ever again? I don't know. I became a Mets fan in '86 because I saw them win it as a kid, and
Sure.
they've won it ever since. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Which
well,
that's unusual.
Listen. I live in New England, right? I'm a Mets, Jets, Knicks fan. I've never seen a championship in my life, and everybody around me seen multiple. So
and you're from New England too, so you could have just
I
you
could have went Boston, could have done it all. You know what I mean? But I said I picked all the losers,
you
man.
had it right there, bro. You had the moment right.
But that's Enzo, that's interesting because people who are like, at least I feel so. I'm a big Yankees fan. I don't hate the Mets. Like I would root for the Mets, like as long as they're not playing the Yankees. Like I don't
Yeah,
mind, I want to see a New York team win. It's usually not the case, the reverse. Like Mets fans are not typically ones that are going to root for Yankees, right, Johnny?
yeah.
Am I right? Like you don't like the Yankees.
I don't like them, but I mean, I'd rather see them than the Phillies or the Braves. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
Okay.
for the last 20 years they've been little brother, right? Like it's
yeah. Nah, the Phillies out. I want them out. I'm happy with them.
yeah.
All right. All right. Interesting.
I
All
have a
right.
have a
Yeah, go
theme.
ahead.
I have a theme of all my sports teams. If you notice, they were all good in the '90s. When I was a little kid,
Yeah,
I
I
became
see. Yep.
through in the '90s. Plus, Duke is more like New Jersey. They recruit a lot of people from New Jersey, Bob Hurley and them. So became a fan of Duke in the '90s. Became a fan of the Bills in the '90s, the Chicago Bulls in the '90s. Everyone that was good in the '90s. But I stuck with them all. I stuck with them all.
Okay. Yeah, as long as you stick with them and don't just all of a sudden jump. Like if you told me all of a sudden you were like a Chiefs fan
Yeah.
and you know, but if you want to join the Yukon Husky Nation, we'll have you. We'll probably have you.
They beat I think still in my eyes the greatest Duke team ever in '99. That was, to me, was the best Duke team I've ever seen. They beat them.
That game was crazy. That was a good one. Definitely. All right. This is the point of the SWATcast. We turn this one over to Johnny. Johnny has his shout outs, his parlays, his hot takes. So Johnny, take it away.
Sure, sure. I got a couple shout outs. First off, I want to shout out Bach, who was our guest last week. Bach led us to the least views yet in our 5 weeks of doing this. So thank you, Bach, for that. Much appreciated, man.
It's messed up.
Shout out to Jason Harrison. Those of you may know that name. He's the one who responded all to Adam's email about SWAT and told everybody that he was going to pick Denver. So congrats on the 1 point, buddy.
Two.
Glad
It
to
was
see you
two.
got to win. 2 points. Sorry. Glad to see you got to win this week, man. I wanted to
You
just
do
random
realize,
shout
wait, you
outs.
do realize that now people are going to reply to all just so they can get a shout out on the SWATcast. Like, I think that's how it works
Nah,
now.
if you do that, then I don't know. Just please don't. Nobody gives a shit who you take, especially if it's for 2 points. You know what I mean? Give us a winner if you're gonna do that. But shout out to Mario Cardi. No idea who that is. Thought that was a cool name. And Conway Twitter. Twitter's not a thing anymore. Change your name next year to Conway X, please.
That doesn't sound as good.
Yeah, it's fine. My parlay of the week. the themed parlay, right? So last year was all the colors. It was a loser once again.
Last week was the colors.
Last week was colors, yeah.
Did you
So
forget, by the way, did you forget Hollywood Brown?
yeah,
He
I did
scored. He
actually.
scored. That would
I
have been a
did
good one
forget
for
about. Yeah, I
colors.
did forget about that. That's a good one.
It's right there.
So this week, I know there was a Big Brother talk. And I've got two brothers on here, so I'm going with all NFL players who have brothers in the league or have had them in the league. So we've got Stephon Diggs touchdown. His brother Trevon Diggs is on the Cowboys. We've got Christian McCaffrey, Niners running back. His brother Luke McCaffrey is a Commanders on the Commanders. I'm going with Travis Kelce. Jason Kelsey's no longer in the league, but need another leg to this parlay. And Jim Harbaugh, who's coach of the Chargers, right? So Chargers to cover, and his brother's coach of the Ravens. And the only other one was James Cook, but unfortunately the Bills don't play this week. And his brother Dalvin was in the league. I don't think he's still in the league anymore. But
I think
those
so.
are all of the skill players with brothers currently in the league.
I like that one. That was creative. It fit the theme of the SWATcast, and I actually think it. I mean, that has a potential to
Got
actually
a
win,
chance,
unlike
I
some of the
guess.
other
Yeah.
ones that are just pulling players that I've never even freaking heard of. So
Yeah, but it's all right.
that's impressive. Yeah. So yeah, your parlay last week did not do it. I did not actually score it and take a look at it, but I don't know, did
It
anything
didn't.
hit?
No, because AJ Brown played Thursday night, didn't score.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So
Well,
didn't
hey.
even have to check on it on Sunday.
Maybe the brothers one is, and like we say every week, hopefully nobody's actually putting these in and there's as their own parlays because they have not won any money to date. So go go elsewhere.
But
This one's got a shot though.
when they do, you'll hear about it on Tuesday when this comes out. So.
What do you guys think about this one? Got a shot?
I think it sounds pretty good. I mean, every one of them has a chance to score, I think.
Yo, if I hit $25 on a parlay, I'll answer the phone differently. You know? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. It's just like playing a lottery. Just like whatever out there and whatever happens, whatever happens. You know.
That's it exactly.
Yeah, you just gotta hope you catch one every once in a while because there's a reason why there's gambling out there because nobody ever comes out ahead on those things.
The house wins, right? The house always wins.
You always say like my boy, like I got a bunch of friends that are degenerates. Like, yo, bro, I just need this, and if this comes through tonight, I'm winning like 38,000. Like, stop, yo. $8,000. Yeah, yo, put $30 parlay. Like, shut the fuck up. You always hear about when they win too, though. You never hear about when they lose.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah.
I hit for 300. Stop. So that means you might be even now. You might
exactly.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, 100%. That is definitely the case. Yeah, no doubt. So, all right. So we'll switch gears for a second. We'll go back to NFL in a little bit. Let's switch gears though for a second to winning money in a different way on Amazing Race. So you two, and I'll give a warning here. So we're gonna give some spoilers because of things that have already happened. 3 episodes have aired on Amazing Race, currently airing this season on CBS. So Giacomo and Enzo were fortunate enough to be able to be on Amazing Race this season. Probably didn't turn out as they had hoped. But I have a bunch of questions for you guys. But first of all, how was the overall experience of being on the Amazing Race?
It was awesome. It was great. You know, at first I was nervous about doing it and scared and all that stuff, but had a great time. I would definitely do it again with AX. It's definitely a great time.
Yeah, it was definitely different. It was different because from the other shows that I did, like you have like I don't know if you could say that you have a camera guy like with you at all times when you're in the car, so it was definitely like it was distracting and it like kind of like, no, you're in a country like I've never been in. Like I've never been in. First episode we were in Holland. I never been there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in a car with a camera guy with a camera like right in your face. Like, are you going the right way? I'm like, yo, I'm like, shut the fuck. I'm trying to think right now. You're going too slow. You need to go fast. So that like kind of throws you off, man. And I wasn't really like used to that. You know what I mean? So, but as far as overall, like just like bonding with my brother, having a good time with him. I mean, there was times we were frustrated. There was times we just like, bro, fuck it. we get knocked out. Let's just enjoy. Let's just frolic in this, yo. Let's just enjoy the scenery. We're in, Holland, and so it was there. It was definitely like it was. I don't know if I would do it again, but like it was definitely fun though. It was definitely fun. I just hate the way we got at it there at the end, but whatever. We fought tooth and nail to the end. It is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. It actually surprised me to hear you say that with the cameras in your face because I mean, do you forget about the cameras when you're on Big Brother? Like there's more cameras in that place than
Or
Amazing Race, right?
you get so enthralled into the game, you forget that there's even cameras. You don't even like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't even like. I was scared because sometimes I might have said something that I shouldn't have said or whatever because I'm just so into the game. Like my
Yeah, yeah,
mind is
yeah.
working a mile a minute in that house. You know what I mean? Like, what did I say to this guy? I got to make sure that I got to say that, throw this guy under the bus to this guy, and you know what I mean. Like, so my mind is working a mile a minute. The Amazing Race, it's just like, bro, you gotta like figure things out on a flight. It's just like the directions are like where. What did he say? Like you got to go on people's phones and like, all right, you got to make a right at this block and that, and then before you know, you're lost all over again. It's just like,
Yeah.
bro, it's just so much. It was just frustrating.
And,
Get on
and,
the path and then get lost again, and it was just so frustrating.
yeah, and working with somebody is more difficult than you realize too. So like when you just think for yourself, you think for yourself. But when it's me and him both, and we do what I said and we're wrong. Then we do what he said, and then he was wrong, I was right. So we never could get on the same page sometimes.
Yep, yep. Did you guys have a strategy going in of like who was going to do the different types of like challenges and stuff? Like, okay, if it's a food challenge, like I'll definitely do this. If it's a heights thing, like you got to do that. Like, did you talk about that at all? Like who would do what?
Yeah, we had an idea. One thing for sure, I was like, anything crazy heights wise, it's more he's gonna do than me. I was, you're doing that more than me,
Okay.
and everything else we'll figure it out. Based on how we read off the clue or whatever. But for the most part, like anything crazy like that, he was doing.
Got it. Got it. Because they don't, when you read the clue and it's like a vague description, right? And then you have to determine who's going to do like the roadblock, for example.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay. Because
you can like kind of guess what they say and stuff like that. But there are times where maybe you could guess wrong and be like, oh my god,
yeah,
this.
Hey, I mean, whatever you feel like, if you're feeling good at that moment, you want to do it. Hey, take it. Or let's say I just like I was doing the bike thing for hours, so I was like, yo, bro, you're doing the flower thing at the end. You're doing this because I was just like, who knows
Yeah,
what this thing is? You know what I mean? I've been driving
yeah,
for almost 4 hours, bro. You know what I mean? So like, you just like, like, all right, yo, he's got to do this one now. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it is what it is. I mean, I just feel like we started to figure things out at the end. We only lost by a couple of minutes. I just wish we could have just survived it and then regrouped, got a good night's sleep, and then like, yo, I think
Yep.
we got this, yo. Let's just regroup and then start fresh. And I think we would have been it would have been different. It definitely would have been different.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, I told Giacomo this after the episode aired, but I think you guys got screwed with the whole Express Pass thing. Like,
Yeah.
didn't Taylor know that you guys had to do a penalty? Like, why wouldn't they just give the Express Pass there? And then that way you guys are all even.
I mean, it is a lot of these people too. They're all calling each other up before they get on the show, and this one's got an alliance with that one. Da, da, da. That's what happens. You got all these Big Brother plays on this show. A lot of them are gonna team up and do this and that. I mean, I was gonna do that too eventually, but we had to figure things out ourselves. We did at certain points needed some help to just because we were just so frustrated within each other, like just like we needed just another perspective, like an outside perspective to just be like, no, 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 like someone do the thinking for us and we'll just follow. You know what I mean? You needed that.
Yeah.
A lot of those teams were doing that in that first leg, and that saved a lot of frustration, a lot of time. And that's where we got screwed at the end because we wasted 4 hours there, wasted 3 hours there, and we still just lost by like
And that
six
was close. Yeah.
things. So, like I said, I didn't think the punishment was going to be that severe. I thought the punishment was going to be like throw like 9 extra balls in something or eat something nasty. I didn't think it was going to be like me carting him around like a far distance like that. I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. But
Well,
whatever.
you did have to eat the herring, right? Like that
Yeah,
was that was part of it too. So how was that? That was actually not too bad?
nah, that wasn't too bad. That was all right.
Okay. Because usually if it's like to the point where like the person is about to be sick from eating it, like they would definitely show something like that. But it was pretty quick with you guys, so it seemed like you guys were fine with doing that.
Yeah, now we scoffed it. Yeah, we scoffed that down. He did too, man. He surprised me too with that.
Yeah, I don't eat anything raw, so I was a little bit nervous, but I was like, it's a go time. You don't realize when your body's like in those type of games, it's just like go, go, go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got it. Got it. So, from day one of like to the finale, how long of a time period is that? Is it like a few weeks? Is it a month? Like I know Big Brother's like 90 days potentially, but what's Amazing Race timeline?
I think it's like almost a month, right?
Yeah, from people they say it's a month. Obviously, we don't know because we didn't, but it's about a month, I think.
I think it's about to get to the end. I think you got to be there around going around wherever you're at for like almost a month.
So they don't. So for those that have been eliminated, like over the first three episodes or whatever, you guys were sent home, or they don't put you up somewhere like and wait for the finale?
Nah, yeah, they flies. They flies right when you're out, yo, that's it. The next day you're gone. You're on a flight, you're out.
Oh, no kidding. So you guys didn't. So obviously it hasn't happened yet, but because don't in most seasons they have everybody back for the finale, like when they're crossing the finish line?
I think all the seasons they do that. I think all the Amazing Race seasons everyone's got to go back for the finale wherever it is, and then
Okay.
Again, we were the first team out, so who knows what they do down the road? But us being the first team out, that's what they did with us.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So, and you guys have either one of you been watching along the episodes, or are you guys not even going to bother?
I watched. I watched. I missed, like you just said. I missed this last week, but I watched when who went home?
Angela?
Angela. Yeah, I watched when Angela and her daughter went home, and then I know after that it was Matt and Megan and Turner. Megan
Yeah. 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 Yep. Yep. Enzo, you're on the edge of your seat watching every episode, or what?
I was even debating if I should have watched the first episode because I was like, I know how it ends, but I was like, you know what? And there was some things that I forgot what I even said, so I was like, I'm happy I did watch. But then after that, I'm like, look, man, I've never even watched none of my Big Brother seasons. I just after it's done, I'm done. Now I'm like done with it.
You're too busy watching the SWATcast episodes to even make time for anything else, right?
I'm trying to think of like what team am I pick next this week?
He still doesn't know he's on the SWATcast. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when Giacomo said, "Hey, do you want to be a guest on the SWATcast?" And he was like, "Man, who are these clowns, man? Like, I don't even know what's SWATcast, man."
I got to pick up my kid from baseball. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you doing? But I like how you, Adam. You're the one that took my baseball team over, right?
Yes. Unfortunately, I didn't win anything for you, but
I was for that alone on the strength of that, I was like, yeah, I got to do a podcast for this guy. You know,
I appreciate that. I appreciate. I really wish I could have won you some money that year, but
yeah, what it is, man. What are you gonna do?
You brought me luck that year, though. I won that year.
Yeah,
you did. Yeah, you did definitely. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate the behind the scenes input from Amazing Race. Let's go back to we'll wrap up with a couple things here for NFL. This came up in conversation through a text group that I'm on the whole tush push because it was during the Thursday night game. What is your take on the tush push? Should it be allowed? Should it not be allowed?
I think. Listen, I don't care. It's a play. Stop it. But if people are jumping, and I know it's the naked eye, but if people are jumping early, then they got to call that at least. Like,
Sure. Yeah.
That's a penalty. You got to call it. Like, I don't care if it's by, it's a split, it's a fraction of a second too soon. He went too soon or did he not? Like, so throw the flag. But as far as the play is concerned, it is what it is. It's a legal play. What are you going to do? Like,
Yeah.
Every team can do it.
Yeah, what is it? It's a QB sneak, right? Isn't it? What is it? Like a QB sneak? Yeah, right. So what is because they can't stop Jalen Hurts doing it. So now it's like, all right, we got to come up with that's the same thing of baseball when they came up with the shift. Like we can't do the shift anymore. It's like, bro, if you can't figure it out, like what you know what I mean? It is what it is, man.
If your team was doing the tush push in high school, you probably would have won all state, but that's just poor coaching, man.
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure. I would have got knocked down. I'm sure. Flattened. I would have been on the bottom of that pile with 20 guys on top of me.
All right. Let's say if all 32 teams were doing it and it was like a 99% successful, and this is what the football's becoming,
turned into.
I have a conversation now. But if it's only one team that's being successful at it and no one else is, I see that as like, all right, well, we're going to stop it just because one team's successful at it. If it's the whole league doing it and the whole league, just like what was it? I forget what it was. They changed because like everyone was so successful. Like the extra point, right? It was
Then they moved it back and
it back because it was so automatic. Okay, if all 32 teams are doing it and it's so automatic, then maybe look into change. You know?
I want the NFL to just take all the penalties out. I just want there to be holding. Because you could call holding on every play in the NFL.
Oh, absolutely.
You could call hold on every play. How does the Chiefs the other day go through a whole game, not have one penalty against them? I just feel like the NFL they could do whatever they want, man, with the penalties and whatever. It's just that the one sport where it's just like there's a lot of shenanigans. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shenanigans in the NFL, man.
No, I mean, you're right. Every single play, there could be a penalty called. And then usually on a lot of plays there are, and you're sitting there like, oh, God, another flag. Like you're just, it disrupts the timing, the whole flow of the game. But I mean, when your team's down and you need a big play and there's a penalty called and it helps you, then at that point, you're like, yeah, I'm glad they called it. But, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't mind the tush push. I think it looks stupid, but listen, stop it. If you can stop it as a defense, then they'll stop running it. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Same thing with the shift. I think the fact that they don't allow them to do the shift in baseball, I think is kind of a joke, to be honest with you. You're a Major League Baseball player. Learn to hit the opposite field, and then they'll go back.
You don't even got to hit it. Just lay a bunt down to the other side, and you're good.
That's true. You can do that too.
Hey, you look like a dummy. You're being paid millions of dollars, and you can't hit the ball the open field. Yeah, just it really is. But they changed it. It's crazy,
Yeah.
Obvious to what you're saying. It's like they make let's get rid of the shift. Let's get rid because it's boring. Oh, so what? It's all about making the sport exciting. No, it's those are the rules. It is what it is. Like
absolutely. No, you're right. All right. So each week we do guests versus Johnny in a little mini SWAT. So I pick 4 games. We'll run through this real quick. I'll give you guys a matchup. So like Giacomo, I'll let you pick the first one. And then Johnny will pick, we'll have whatever team that you guys don't pick, and then I'll let him pick matchup number 2. So I'm going to come up with, I got 4 games. The spreads are pretty close between the 4.
How did I do last week? I know I was 1-0
you did.
Bethany.
Yeah, you beat Bethany, you beat Bach, you had +3, you had -3. So you are 2-0 going into this week. So real quick, all right, Rams versus Jaguars. Giacomo, this will be for you. Rams versus Jaguars, they're in London. Which team?
I'm going with Jaguars. The Jaguars like London. They do like going there.
Right, that's a good point.
That is true. Good thinking. Johnny, Panthers at your Jets.
Panthers coming off a big win. Jets are not getting on the board yet.
Okay, all right. Enzo, you got Commanders at the Cowboys.
Commanders at I like the Cowboys. The Cowboys are playing they're actually playing offensive. They're actually playing good offensively. I'll go with the Cowboys.
All right. I hope they bring luck because I had to play Prescott instead of Josh Allen this week, so I need him to score big for me. All right, Johnny, your last team, Colts at Chargers.
Chargers. Colts are hotter than anybody. Chargers, not so much, but it's the NFL. Chargers.
All right, that's an interesting take, but yeah, hey, it's as good as any, right? All right, that's it. So we'll check that. So that'll be like it's our mini SWAT game. So it's just based on just the way we do our regular SWAT. So we'll add up the points for your side versus Johnny and see if he can remain undefeated here or if you guys can give him his first loss of the season. So that's all I got for tonight. Again, guys, Giacomo, Enzo, really appreciate you guys jumping on and being a part of this. And hopefully moving forward, you're going to watch every single episode like you've been doing. Keep it up. But no, thanks again. I really appreciate that. Good luck the rest of the way. Don't give up on your picks. Keep making them. Play with pride. All right. Sounds like you guys are going to do that. So, any last thoughts?
No, thanks for having me. I enjoyed this, good 20-30 minute talk about sports, talk about everything. I had fun. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks.
Man, it was nice meeting you guys. Like I said, man, thank you for taking my fantasy team and losing.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, it is what it is. But like I said, I got second place 2 years in a row in that league, but baseball is hard, It's just every day.
It is.
football.
It's like, you know, I think I might get out of that league myself and just do football, because at least football is just a couple games a year and that's it. You know what I mean? I just got no time with the kids running back and forth. I don't know. Like
I
I
hear
said,
you.
give a shit who's on my lineup. Are they hurt or not? I'm just like, whatever. But again, I thank you for at least taking over that time when I was on
Yeah.
that was on All-Star season that time, right? And I think
That was no, I think that was the challenge.
oh, that was a challenge. Okay, all
That was
right.
the challenge. Yeah. 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 Well, so what's next for you guys? Like, are you guys gonna be on like Dancing with the Stars next or something?
Yeah, we're gonna do what are we doing, Jack? Are we doing that, or we gotta talk to we gotta talk to our agent, see what he has for us. You know what
All
We
right.
gotta come up with our own YouTube channel.
There you
I'm
go. There you go.
saying?
Well, hey, we'll be guests. We'll be guests on it if you want. All right, guys.
Uh,
Thank you.
All right.
Good
Thank you
night.
very much. Have
Thank
a
you
good
guys.
one, Johnny. Till next
Later.
time.
Yes,
Good
sir.
luck.
and take care, everyone.